Hey, no running on the bed. Can you sit down, please? Sit down.
Say
Sit.
no.
Sit.
Daddy.
You're happy daddy's home.
Besito for that. Sure, besito for that.
Oh, that's
And then
so
he
cute.
then he goes like that because he wants me to give him one. Daddy.
Andy is sick right now. I think we're gonna be staying in today, but
No, let's go bowling.
when he's sick, we can't take him out like that. So yeah.
You're fine. You're fine. Oh, you want to give me
We're gonna change our plans and just stay home. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so for today, I kind of just wanted to have a quick little sit down and chat, just so that y'all can kind of know the reasons behind why I chose to make a YouTube, and also dive deep into a little bit of what I've been going through recently. So first, let me just start off by saying thank you to everyone, especially you real ones who watched my last video. My goal is to make some vlogs, you know, every time we have family outings. Really, I just want to document like Andy's years, you know, his growth. I think they're so monumental, and I spent a lot of time when I had postpartum depression, which we'll dive into in a second, not really feeling like I was completely present. So for this time around, now that he's about to turn 3, I really just want to document those memories and have them with me. As the title reads, why YouTube? I thought it would be cool to kind of just dive deep into the reasons why I wanted to create this page. I already had a YouTube, and I think back in 2019, 2020, 2018 to 2020, when I was being really creative, my intent was to put all my photo shoot videos and everything up there, but you know, I couldn't grow it at the time. Like, I think I was just so focused on my Instagram growth that I didn't really focus on YouTube. I feel like I still need to find my balance post motherhood to post on every channel, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and my blog and website, keeping that updated. It's really hard because, you know, once you're a mom, like, your whole time and devotion needs to be on your child. Once Andy got here, I felt like it was a whole 180. There was a period, which is part of my journey, where I had postpartum depression, and those years were really hard. I felt like I couldn't get out of that. Once Andy was here, I think it was just the whole adjustment and the loss of identity, right? Like, you go through an identity crisis almost, because especially for me, it was just me, myself, and I. My whole creativity kind of just went away, and I was like, why am I not being creative? Like, why am I not creating content now that I'm a mom? And it did take some time, but I think the whole adjustment of it and questioning who I am, you know, as a mom now, really brought a lot of emotional instability to me. And I'm not ashamed to say that, you know, because I think after these last 3 years, I've done the work, I've gone to therapy, and you know what? I even went on medication, which I can create a whole separate video for that, for anyone who has questions on that. I wasn't pro medication, to be honest, but I'll just leave you with this. I will say that once I started medication, my brain finally was silent, and I was like, wow, like, this is what I needed this whole time. And I really wish I would have started that sooner, when Andy was a lot younger, so that I can be more present in his life. But you know, it is what it is. Like, that's the road that I took, and I'm happy for have started that journey, but at the same time, I'm also ready to wean off of it. So that'll be a whole separate conversation that maybe if you are curious, let me know in the comments below. I can make a video about. I think at this point and in this journey that I'm in right now, not only do I want to tap back into the creative space and my creative self, but I feel like 2023 for me has been just exploring new things, right? And which is why I took the trip to San Francisco for my birthday. Like, I just want to do things that are different. I don't want it to be repetitive. I want to try new things, and especially challenging myself. YouTube, I've never done. So to be able to learn how to cut and trim videos, how to create my intros, how to put the right vibe and aesthetics and music to it, I was like, you know what, this is something totally new, and let me just go out there and do it. Y'all are gonna realize very quick that I am not afraid to talk or public speak. I actually did some public speaking engagements back in the day, like prior to the pandemic, and I would go off to college campuses and share my story. I would talk about like educational themes. When the pandemic hit, actually, this is when I started having that idea of making my YouTube into a platform where I can talk about those discussions and themes I already talked about in person. Because once everything shut down, all the students were remote, I'm like, I need to find a way to push my message. Like, I need to find a way to still reach people and share, you know, these motivational talks. I'm a big fan of TED Talks, okay? So I watch TED Talks through and through, girl. Like, I watch them all the time. So for me, I'm like, you know what, maybe YouTube will be the space where I can share with my friendships online, like those things that I like to do, you know, my passion. When the pandemic hit, obviously, I felt like I wasn't quite just ready. And that shows with my page and my feed. I wasn't posting as often, and I wasn't overall just in the right mindset to create, you know, to handle a whole other beast, which is YouTube. A third reason, I would say that YouTube, over the years, I've been exploring a little bit more, whether that's listening to music through YouTube. I rarely listen to music on Spotify now. I only listen to it and watch music videos and all of that on YouTube. And for me, YouTube is a space where the possibilities are just endless. Like, you don't have to just create motivational talks or things like that. Maybe you can post a get ready with me. Maybe you can put a vlog. You have the flexibility to do whatever it is you want to do on YouTube. And I love that. With all said and done, I think for me, it's more about creating the memories. And yes, you can sit here and tell me, well, Vanessa, why not just create your memories and store them in a vault or something, you know, which I do. I have a Google Drive, but why not just store them in a vault? Like, why do you have to go out of your way to post it? And for me, it's like, I already post my life. I'm already out in the open, and I'm not afraid to like showcase my life on social media. So if I already have Instagram, if I already have TikTok, why not YouTube too, you know? So here I am, shifting gears into what I really wanted to make this video about, is what it's like being an autistic mama. In my last video, I received some messages, which thank you so much, you know, for reaching out and, you know, just asking questions. I think is really important. And yes, I did mention that Andy has autism. So I kind of just wanted to share a little bit about that. For me, it's not really a reason to be emotional. I know it's hard there, and I'm not gonna lie, there were times, and still to this day, where I do get emotional about it. But overall, I'm just proud of the mom that I am, and I'm proud of the parenting skills that I provide to Annie. I'm proud that I am consistent with him and his schedule, and I advocate for him. I'm his #1 advocate in life. So I'm proud to be his mama no matter what. I feel like it's a blessing, and it's almost funny because in some cases, I do feel like God is like, all right, you want to be a mom? Like, here you go. You're going to be a mom and some. In a way, I did feel like that shame and blame. I felt like there was something wrong with me and my parenting and what I could have done better. Just constantly trying to find the reason, right? I'm always asking myself, like, is it because of this? Is it because of the food, the dietary like stuff? Is it like, what's the main core reason? I realized I needed to get to a space of acceptance. And once I did that, I was able to pull myself together and put my big girl pants on and do what it was I needed to do to get Andy that support. Once I started gaining the acceptance, all my fears started slowly. It's been a process. I mean, there are still some fears present that I will share, but the fear slowly started to like wash away. Some of the fears that I still have and that I'm currently working through right now is like recently, like I just thought about him going to high school and like him going to middle school, and I always worry, is he gonna get bullied, you know, and all of that. But those are thoughts that I have right now, and he's just 3 years old, you know, like I'm trying to remind myself not to think too far ahead and just focus on the present, focus on day by day, focus on what I can do today to help him. Anytime I get thoughts or fears like that, I just try to quickly readjust my thinking and move on from it. I guess I'll also share a little bit of the symptoms and how it was that led up to his diagnosis. For Andy, I wish it was very pinpoint and crisp cut, but for Andy around 2 years old, I don't know if I just have like this pressure of him wanting to be the best at everything, but at 2 years old, like not many babies talk, right? But I, for some reason, felt like, oh my gosh, he's behind. He can't even say 10 words. And when I brought that up to his doctor was like, well, do you think he has autism? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm coming to you because you're his doctor. Like, if anything, you should be telling me, bro. I did get curious after I started noticing that he wasn't talking. Funny story. TikTok's algorithm is insane. I think TikTok once might have showed me like a video of a kid who had autism, and I probably engaged with it, probably watched the full video. But I swear to God, right after that moment, I started seeing more and more and more content and videos on TikTok about autism. And I'm like, is TikTok trying to tell me something? Because why do I keep seeing this all over my For You page, you know? The more and more that I was watching these videos, the more I started getting curious. So yes, I did take him to his doctor, and he recommended me to get an assessment. And right then and there, like they diagnosed him. I'm like, hold on, like this is just one meeting, you know? Like I like to ask questions, so I'm like, what are the reasons that you're diagnosing him? So one of the biggest things was that he wouldn't look at you in the eye in the very beginning. He wouldn't listen to his name. Now he does. So he's grown to like listen to his name. But back in the day, he wouldn't turn around when you would call him. I think sharing doesn't come along until they're like 5 or 6, but he wasn't the type of baby to engage with other babies. He would just kind of be in his own little world. I thought it was due to him being an only child, but the doctor did say, like, you know, he doesn't seem to be engaging with other kids. Even when I'm trying to play with him, he's not engaging with me. Obviously, the main one is speech. He was very underdeveloped in that. He could only say at the time like mama and dada, and that was just at 2 years old. So he was very underdeveloped. Now he can say quite a bit, and I know he understands like everything. I feel like he's kind of reaching that stage where he's kind of like a three-nager, and he's picking and choosing what to listen to and what to not listen to. So that's that. After the diagnosis happened, then I started seeing more things that he would do, like line up his toys, which please do your research. You know, I'm still researching about it too, and it's kind of like a 50-50 chance. I think my best advice that I would give to all parents and all moms out there who are curious is, if you have any inkling or any type of like curiosity about it, go ahead and seek help and ask their primary doctor. And that's kind of what I went off of. You know, I'm pretty intuitive, and so if I'm feeling a certain way, then I'm like, you know what, let's find the answers, because I would rather find the answer now than having to dwell with this for the rest of my life, you know, the if, ands, or whats. Immediately after, he was able to qualify for regional center and insurance services, so I can explain a little bit more of that. I do feel like that might also be another video, because if you really want to go into depth of that, then let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about that. But just to elaborate, Regional Center was able to provide him services as early as 2 years old. They have like a infant program, I believe it's called. And so anywhere from infancy up until 3, they qualify for that. And ever since he started, he has just been blossoming into the precious little boy that he is. I cannot be any more grateful for the ABA services that he's receiving. He's been attending there maybe 3 times a week. And it also gives us that, you know, separation between us for me to get some work done. I'm able to take my own little breaks while he's in school, and he loves his teachers, he loves his therapists, he loves attending his classes. So I feel really, really blessed that I've been able to find a location where he's been able to thrive and grow and be just the best human being that he could be. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I just wanted to come up here, and I know that it's very vulnerable to be able to share our story. But that's a little bit of what we've been going through these past few months and year. I honestly can't express any more gratitude, and I can't express anything else than by simply saying like he is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I've learned so much just by being his mama, and so much not only about him and his personality, but also understanding, you know, of other kids that have autism. Like there's a lot of diagnosis happening now, and maybe not so much that it's happening more now, but there are just the resources and tools for doctors to be able to appropriately diagnose. So if you have any questions regarding autism or what it's like more in depth being a mama who has an autistic child, please feel free to DM me. I'm always available on my Instagram. Any questions, trust me, there's no such thing as a bad question. I won't take any offense to it. I just want to leave you all with that I am still learning and I am still growing in this process, and I'm still trying to be the best mom that I can be for Andy. So thank you all for staying tuned and watching this video. I hope you all like it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's kind of weird saying that, but I will be back with another video. Hopefully I can make more chatty videos like this for you all, but thank you again for watching and have a great day.